Hello, this is Retro Plus, and today I'll be showing you how to make these cute little cases for your Game Boy games. So, these are cassette cases that have been repurposed to hold Game Boy games. So it's very simple. All you need is a printer, some pliers, and possibly some sandpaper. So, what you do, this is what it looks like inside. It holds the game nicely, especially if you have a case around it. It goes in very nicely, except yeah, this one is one of the larger cassette cases, so there's different sizes. This is one of the smaller ones, and this is, you can tell there's a slight size difference. If it would focus, very slight, but it's still enough. And these ones are a bit smaller, but you do have to trim the plastic parts there. To do that, you just get pliers and start gripping there until it snaps off, which is very easy to do. And yes, these are very easy, so let's get into the making of it. So what you will need is a load of these, just standard cassette cases. And then you'll need to snap these off. I recommend using pliers. And then, once you've snapped them off, as you can see, this one has been snapped off here. You can sand that to make it flush, so it doesn't damage your Game Boy games. Or I do recommend sanding it, then gluing a piece of paper here, so that you don't damage it. And also, it looks much better from the back. So it looks much better with white there. And then you're going to want to get your printer and print out a label. Here's one that didn't work out. Obviously, it's very blurry, and the ink ran out halfway through. So I got F1 race here. So I'm gonna make the make it right now in front of here. So yeah. Just put that there like that, and then you get your paper and stick it in like that. I mean, this is obviously just a you know, a really quick and messy demonstration, but you know, yeah, so that's how you make it, and then you put your game in. So this is just very sloppy, but you know, there you go. There's a good Game Boy case, and then you put it with the rest of your games. You got Konami GB Collection, Super RC Pro-Am, F1 Race, but obviously that's faded, Pokemon Blue, and Wario Land. And I like the fact that the F1 Race looks faded, like it's old or something, like it's been sold at one point. And the Pokemon has a price sticker on it. It did have a price sticker on it, but if I kept that on there, it would have looked like it had actually been sold. So yeah, anyway, that's how you make these cassette cases for Game Boy games. I've noticed a lot of people have been making these at the moment. And they do fit Game Boy Advance games as well. If I get, it's a Game Boy Advance game here, X vs. Sever 2, which is a very fun game if I can focus. I don't know. Just gotta open it and then focus. There you go. And then put that in here. Like this. And then it will fit well. You don't actually need to cut the things off for that, because they fit in quite nicely with them on this. So yeah, they do. So you know, it's good for Game Boy Advance games because you actually get a holder, is what I'm trying to say. You know, so yeah, they work very well. So yeah, that was how to make cute little cases for your Game Boy games. And if you're lucky as well, you can actually come across one of these, which is a like a mini shelf piece, kind of. You can think of it like that. So you know, I get like these, and you can basically, you get these in double cassette packs. They're quite hard to find, but if you have a 3D printer, it's no problem. You can easily print one yourself, and you can just slot them in like that. They're kind of hard. They're kind of brittle and old though, so they don't want to go most of the time, but there you go. There you go. And that, if you get a load of these, they'll look so cool on a shelf. They look really nice. and you can just stack them very easily. It's much better than just storing them in one of these white cases here, which is, you know, it looks much better like that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and this has been Retro Plus, and goodbye.